along 31.
Okay. It's within the blue line,
Yeah,
also within the green line.
huh?
And the green line, which is overlaid by the blue line.
It is 7 o'clock. So, first of all, before we start, I'd like everybody to turn your cell phones off. And when you go to speak, if you would please stand and state your whole name and the city you live in, would be great. And with that, if everybody could stand with me and we'd say Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
What's that?
Okay, I will now read the notice,
You can nominate anyone you want.
Okay.
public notice for the annual meeting. I need this. Public notice annual meeting now is given to the legal voters, residents of Mchenry, town of Mchenry, in the county of Mchenry, in the state of Illinois. Can you hear me?
Is that Spencer? No, I hear it clicking.
Okay. Tuesday, April 12th, 2022, on the hour of 7 o'clock p.m. The meeting location will be held in Mchenry Township Hall, 3703 North Richmond Road, Johnsburg, Illinois, 60051. This meeting is for the transportation of the miscellaneous buses of the said town. And after the monitor has been elected, we'll proceed to hear and coordinate reports of the officers and decide on such measures as may be taken. Pursuit of law come before the meeting, and especially to consider and decide the following. McHenry Township meeting agenda, 3703 North Richmond Road, Johnsbury, Illinois, April 12, 2022, 7 o'clock p.m. McHenry Town Hall agenda. McHenry Township broadcasts their meetings via live stream on YouTube. Then it has a website to go to. The agenda as follows: registration of voters, registered voters, call to order by the town clerk, Dan Elward, Pledge of Allegiance, reading of the notice of the annual meeting is published, introduction of the township officials of McHenry Township Attorney James Montano in conjunction with other McHenry County elected officials, nominations of elections and monitor of annual meeting, nomination and election of parliamentarian, administer an oath of the office of moderator, reading of the minutes of 2021 annual meeting minutes, and all call for approval. Clerk, reading of the minutes of March 16th, 2021, Electors special meeting, and call for approval by the clerk. Reading of Supervisor's financial report of the township and call for an approval. Clerk. State of the town address, Supervisor, Assessor, and Highway Commissioner. New business. 14.1 approval and discussion on ComEd agreement discussing possible discussion and possible action. Old business. Recognition of electors' comments, 3 minutes per speaker. No additional time can be taken. Resolution to set the date and time for the 2023 annual meeting on the second Tuesday of April 2023, which is April 11th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Amen.
That being said, I would like to nominate Judy as our moderator.
I didn't ask for it yet.
Can you, Danny, closer to the mic, please?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, now we need a nomination for a moderator. So do we?
I nominate Judy as moderator.
And who are you?
I'll second.
Okay, first by John Macredo, second by Scheffler. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? With that, I recognize Judy as moderator.
Okay.
I will now swear her in, both of us. Office.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. State your full name.
I, Judith Ethel Gottlieb,
Having been elected to the office of moderator.
in the Township of Mchenry.
No, you're supposed to repeat.
Oh. In the Township of Mchenry. Oh, to the office of moderator.
Okay, in the Township of McHenry,
In the Township of McHenry.
in the County of McHenry,
In the County of McHenry.
do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the offices of moderator
and I will faithfully discharge the office of moderator
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Amen. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I need your signature.
Yep. On the corner, doesn't matter.
Just sign here. I need one witness.
Could be somebody not related to her.
Probably.
John?
I'll witness.
Michelle?
Ah,
And with that, I hand the meeting over to Judith.
okay, thank you.
Here's the
So we've got
minutes.
the minutes. Okay.
We don't really need to do that.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Okay, the next item is, introduction, the notice of, that was introduction of township officials and Mchenry Township Attorney, Mr. Jim Militello. Well, the officials are sitting back there.
Well, that would be,
Mr. John Macredo, Ms.
Michelle Vindenagel.
Michelle Vindenagel. I'm sorry, my brain does not work. And
Neil Shepherd.
Neil Shepler, and Jim Militello, and Jim Condon, our highway district person, and
And this is a county.
our visiting person, who I don't know,
Oh, Carl Kaminsky of Johnsburg, ma'am.
Carl,
He's one of the county.
yeah, Johnsburg. Okay, the next thing would be, all right, if Jim Militello's here, we don't need a parliamentarian, so,
He would
We have
act
no
as
nominations.
parliamentarian.
We
what?
He would act as parliamentarian.
If it's needed, yeah. Okay. I'll read the minutes of the 2021 annual town meeting and call for approval. April 13th, 2021. Mchenry Township broadcast their meetings via live stream on YouTube, go to blah, blah, blah. In addition, the proceedings of Mchenry Township meetings are audio recorded only to aid in the preparation of minutes and are not retained as part of the permanent records of the township. Town Clerk, Mr. Dan Elward, called the 2021 annual meeting of Mchenry Township to order at the posted and published hour of 7 p.m. on April 13th, 2021. Town Clerk Dan Elward asked to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. At the Town Hall on April 13th, 2021, in the presence of 21 electors, 2 call-in and 2 observers, the following business was conducted. Township Clerk Aylward read the published notice of the annual meeting. Clerk Aylward then requested nominations for moderator to conduct the business of the annual meeting. John McCredo made the nomination of Judith Gottlieb, seconded by Neil Shepler. Gee, this is like 21 ayes, 0 nays. Judith Gottlieb is nominated. Clerk Aylward then administered the oath of office to moderator to Judith Gottlieb. Judith Gottlieb requested nominations for parliamentarian, except that Jim Militello's here, so he can do it if we need it. Last year, Linda Toller made the nomination of Mike Toller, seconded by Robert Belcher. 21 ayes, 0 nays. Mike Toller was nominated for parliamentarian. Judith Gottlieb read the minutes of the 2020 annual meeting. Motion to approve the minutes of the annual meeting of 2020 with changes by Al Robles, seconded by Linda Toller. Discussion ensued to change the time of the meeting and correct the name of the nominated parliamentarian. 21 ayes, 0 nays, motion carried. Judith Gottlieb read the minutes of the August 5th, 2019 special meeting. Motion to approve the minutes of the August 5th.
We're through with the first minutes.
I'm through with the first page of this. A motion to approve the minutes of the August 5th, 2019 special meeting with changes by Mike Guy, second by Dave Trost. Discussion ensued to correct the annual meeting to special meeting throughout the minutes. 21 ayes, 0 nays, motion carried. Judith Gottlieb read the minutes of the September 20th, 2019 special meeting. Motion to approve the minutes of September 2019 special meeting with changes by Colleen Stramek, second by Dave Trost. Discussion ensued to correct the annual meeting to special meeting throughout the minutes. 21 ayes, 0 nays, motion carried. Judith Gottlieb read the minutes of the February 28, 2020 special meeting. Motion to approve the minutes of the February 20, 2020 special meeting with changes by Al Robles, seconded by Rhonda Sporer. Discussion ensued to correct the annual meeting to special meeting throughout the minutes. 21 ayes, 0 nays, motion carried. Clerk Aylward read the supervisor's financial report, general town fund, no questions asked. Motion made to accept the financial reports for the general town fund by Jeff Special, second by Colleen Stramek. All ayes, 0 nays, motion carries. Clerk Aylward read the supervisor's financial report, general assistance fund. No questions asked. Motion made to accept the financial reports for general assistance fund by Al Robles, second by Robert Belcher. All ayes, no nays. Motion carries. Clerk Aylward read the supervisor's financial general road and bridge fund. No questions asked. This is, well, I'm sorry. Road and bridge fund. No questions asked, motion made to accept the financial reports for the General Road and Bridge Fund by Rhonda Sporer, second by Robert Beltran. All ayes, no nays, motion carries. Clerk Aylward read the Supervisor's financial report, Permanent Hard Road Fund. No questions asked, motion made to accept the financial reports for the Permanent Hard Road Fund by Jeff Speciale, seconded by Carol Persky. All ayes, no nays, motion carries. Number 2. Number 3, page 3. Moderator Judith Gottlieb requested the state of address from Supervisor Craig Adams. Supervisor Craig Adams stated that it's been remarkable that the township has been able to continue through COVID, and he thanked his staff for making that happen. Moderator Judith Gottlieb requested the state of address from Assessor Mary Mahady. Mary Mahady thanked the electors for their votes and support, stated that values keep increasing and the equalized value have increased, which shows that the township is growing. She also stated that she is now doing a Facebook Live on the second Wednesday every month. We are here to answer your questions. Thank you all for coming out today. Moderator Judith Gottlieb requested the state of address from Highway Commissioner Jim Condon. Jim Condon stated that the proposition to take down the road district was voted down by more than 81%. I believe that is a good gauge that we are doing something right and the performance and utilization to the tax dollars. This also shows the perception of the road district employees. We also follow our motto, always doing more for less. I think we should also have another motto, thank goodness the sanity is back. We have put in changes for our efficiencies on salt and we are down on usage. We have 5 major road projects this year. We stand out on our recycling. We collected 20 tons of electronics and 600 gallons of paint. Our staff has stayed the same for the last 2 years. We did not have touch a truck last year because of COVID and will not have it again this year, unfortunately. We are still doing our vegetation program along the roadsides. We have asked the county to increase our non-dedicated road program so we can increase, which will add the additional 6 miles of road which were not included in the original program. We continue to apply for CDBG grants to upgrade additional roads of non-dedicated roads. We are still working on the Nippersink project due to bringing it back to natural habitat due to flooding. Thank you again for your time. New business, there was none. Moderator Judith Gottlieb asked the electors if they would like to be recognized. Dan Elwood wanted to thank everyone who voted for him and accepted the honor to serve. It is very touching. I had my doubts of running again, mainly because of 3 trustees, Furr, Rakestraw, and Anderson. I also want to congratulate the 4 new trustees. That should make my life a whole lot easier. John McCredo stated we had an electors meeting in March, and why were the minutes not on this agenda? Parliamentarian Mike Toller stated he believed they would fall on the next meeting. Moderator Judith Gottlieb stated we do not have them. Carol Persky, I would like to congratulate the new board. You should have your hands full, but we do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, almost done. Just one more page. Judith Gottlieb stated a special thank you to Jim Condon for the work he is doing and with community block grants, the Transportation Committee to extend services to non-dedicated roads. He has taken so much initiative and leadership and has done such a good job on top of everything else he does. I just want to say thank you to you and your staff. Robert Beltran stated thank you to all of our elected officials, the old ones we retain and the new ones that have come on, accepting the positions despite the threat to have their compensation cut, and the trustees have no compensation, which was an action taken by the sitting board trustees. Accepting these positions is just going above and beyond in terms of service to the community. Hopefully we will see that turned around so they will be paid what they're supposed to be. Thank you. Mike Toller. Hello everyone, what a long 4 years it has been. We're almost there. One more meeting we have to deal with them at. I want to thank everyone for sticking with us and working hard to counteract everything that was going on. I also want to give a warning that just because they are out of office doesn't mean they won't circulate petitions and try to eliminate the township. We can breathe a sigh of relief, but we need to remain vigilant if we want to protect this township we so enjoy and love. Thank you, everyone. Resolution to set the date for the 2022 annual meeting on the second Tuesday in April 2022 at 7 p.m. Motion by Al Robel, seconded by Carol Pershby. All in favor, motion carried. Motion to adjourn at 8:07 p.m. by Jim Condon, seconded by Gary Barlow. All in favor, motion carried. Done with that.
No,
Now,
wait.
yep.
We have
Oh,
full
can I have a motion to approve these minutes?
So moved.
by who?
Robert Beltran. Second by Jim Condon. All in favor, raise your pink slips. Ta-da. Are there any nays? No, no nays. So all ayes. April 13th, 2021. This is the, no wait. This is the special meeting? No, this is the one I just read. Okay, special electors meeting minutes on March 16th, 2021. Clerk Aylward called the meeting to order in Mchenry Township Hall at the published and posted time of 7 p.m. with the Pledge of Allegiance. Attending meeting was Clerk Dan Aylward, 36 public, 5 call-in. Nomination and election of moderator for a special meeting. Nomination made by Robert Beltran of John McCredo, seconded by Brian Arnold. Vote by public, all ayes, no nays. All ayes, no nays. Administer oath of office to the moderator. Clerk Aylward administered the oath of office to John McCredo. Nomination and election of parliamentarian. Nomination made by Robert Beltran of Mike Toller, seconded by Andrew McKay. Vote by the public was all ayes, no nays. Publication notice approval. Mike Toller read aloud the notice of publication. Vote by the public, all ayes, no nays. Public comment. Remarks are limited to 3 minutes per person. State your name and your residential address for the official record. Carrie Capel, McHenry, Illinois. I'm here tonight as a sense of duty as a candidate for Township Trustee. However, I am here reluctantly despite my high due to COVID-19 diabetes. The group behind this meeting met in secret to determine this agenda. It was decided to impose upon the community in the choice of the date in the midst of a pandemic. To put the community of registered voters at risk by having to appear here to have a voice by voting on these matters. If this group cares about our community and neighbors, they would have waited at least 2 more weeks so that more people could be vaccinated and be able to attend the meeting. Less than 1.5% of the county have been vaccinated. The second time on the agenda has no specific on how this money will be used and should not be considered. A few people, I'm sorry. A few people in the township making a decision is not a democracy. I respect everyone who showed up here and their interest in the issues. I'm also in sympathy and supportive of the agenda. The problem is having an electors meeting with a small fraction of the people of the township to show up is not democracy. The agenda item which calls for a pay raise for the elected officials is invalid according to state law. Moderator John McCredo's stated time was up. Terry asked for extended time since he was not invited to this meeting as a candidate. Parliamentarian called it to vote to extend the public comment for Terry Capel. Vote by the public, no ayes, all nays. Public comment ended. New business, transferring of Mchenry Township general funds for the benefit of senior citizens in Mchenry Township, pursuant to 60 ILCS 1/220-15. Discussion and possible action. John McCredo read aloud the resolution to transfer funds from the town fund for the purpose of the senior bus program. Motion made by John Sarf, seconded by Michael Guy. Discussion ensued. Jimmy Rouse clarified that the reason this meeting was taking place at this time was the bus service is to end on March 31st, 2021. Also that the same people who wanted to save the bus service had got the petitions to keep the bus service going, and this was not a backroom deal. Moderator John McCredo stated that this was correct. Terry Capel stated he was not made aware of the meeting as a candidate. Parliamentarian Mike Toller stated this was not a meeting and that any public can get a petition together and call the public for a meeting. Terry Capel then stated the ends don't always justify the means. I think there is a value in ensuring that all our township get a chance to vote. Moderator John McCredo stated, we are here to discuss resolution number 03032021A. Terry Capel then stated he wanted to make a motion to postpone to vote. Parliamentarian Mike Toller called for second. Hearing none, the motion failed without a second to the motion. Discussion continued. Elise Munson stated that the township has already voted to continue the bus service by 80% of the votes. Mike Guy stated that we are doing this because of one appointed and 2 elected trustees decided to cancel the bus without any discussion or vote by the electors. Votes by the public, 36 ayes, 0 nays, motion carries. It is in the interest of the people of Mchenry Township to attract qualified and competent elected officers to serve the township, and it therefore is necessary to fairly compensate said officers. Discussion and possible action. Motion made by Robert Beltran, seconded by Andrew McKay. Discussion ensued. Robert Beltran, as the author of Resolution 03032021B, it does not raise the compensation, it keeps the compensation as is. This has been misrepresented in the newspaper and some of our current trustees as an increase in compensation. All this resolution does is freeze the compensation as it is currently. Is it possible this close to the election for anyone? No. All this resolution does is nullify and undo what the 3 trustees have done in eliminating the compensation and benefits for the future board and elected officials. Please vote yes. Terry Capel, according to the township officials' website, the current board cannot change the compensation for themselves, only the incoming board 180 days before the election. So with this resolution, we are trying to go around the law. Linda Toller, for clarity's sake, you are saying we are not giving them an increase in pay. We are only giving them what they would have gotten had the township trustees not cut the compensation and benefits. Robert Beltran corrected, nullify the previous board's previous actions. Unknown comment. I am correct in stating that the current trustees are still receiving compensation. Moderator John McCredo stated that this is correct. Moderator John McCredo stated he totally understands why the electors are doing this, but he could not say anything about the legality of it. Robert Beltran stated, like anything, it can be challenged in a court of law. I trust the new board would be more responsible than our current board. Clerk Dan Elward stated, I really appreciate you all doing this, but there are laws and I believe this is totally illegal. If it did get voted on and acted on, all it would do is cost the township in legal fees. We've already spent 10 times more than we ever should on legal fees in the last year. Over the last 4 years, it's been ridiculous. If you saw the numbers, you would cry. It can't be done. There are 2 laws that make it illegal. All this is going to do is cost taxpayers a lot of money. I greatly appreciate the thought as an elected official, and people do deserve the pay they were receiving. The amount it was reduced to is ridiculous. You can't find people to do the work like Jim Condon does, the assessor Mary Mahady, and the supervisor Craig Adams for the amount of money they want to pay them. Please don't waste any money. Elsie Munson, the road commissioner, does a very good job keeping our roads safe and has been fiscally responsible with the money. Just because he doesn't report to them, if they would look at his record, they would see he's done a good job in keeping our tax levy the same for years while doing a good job. We have good people and we need to pay them and keep them. Robert Beltran stated that even the township's attorney stated this is all a matter of legal opinion. Another attorney could have a different opinion. This is unsettled law. Vote by public. 31 ayes, 2 nays, 3 abstain. Motion carries. Motion to adjournment at 7:36 by Robert Beltran, second by Anthony Geske. All in favor signal by aye. All ayes, motion carried. Can I have a motion to approve these minutes?
So move.
Robert Belton moved, seconded by John McGreedo.
Okay, the financials
Now I need to look at my agenda.
the next is the financials.
Okay, the next is the financial,
Judy,
yeah.
we need to have a vote on those minutes.
Oh, sorry. Would everyone who is in favor raise your pink card? Anyone not approved? Sorry, I forgot.
Always motion carries.
Motion carries, all ayes.
That's the financials.
So, do you read this?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't get it.
all right.
Okay, can you hear me? Is it fine? Supervisor's Statement of Financial Affairs, General Town Fund. I, Gary Barlow, Supervisor of Mchenry Township, Mchenry County, Illinois, being duly sworn and deposed, do say that the following statements is a correct report of the fiscal year beginning on April 1st, 2021, ending in March 31st, 2022. Beginning balance as of April 1st, 2021, $2,350,224.84. Revenues, property tax, $747,542.74. Interest income, $1,403.95. Illinois replacement tax, $31,907.67. Other revenues, see Schedule A, $66,916.12. Total revenues, $847,770.48. Expenditures, administration, see Schedule B, $531,144.11. Senior Express, see Schedule B, $166,505.02. Assessor, see Schedule B, $465,602.67. Park, see Schedule B, $308,626.85. Total expenditures, $1,471,878.65. Ending balance as of March 31st, 2022, $1,726,116.67. I need a motion to approve these.
Motion to approve? John McCredo, so moved.
Second?
Second by Robert Beltran. All in favor? Raise your pink cards. All ayes. Anyone not in favor? Anyone not in favor? No. Okay, no nays. The next item
No,
is
I'm not through.
the state of the town address.
No, I'm not through.
You're not
There's still
done.
a general assistance.
He's got three other
Oh,
funds.
sorry.
Okay. Supervisor's Statement of Financial Affairs, General Assistance Fund. I, Gary Barlow, Supervisor of Mchenry Township, Mchenry County, Illinois, being duly sworn, deposed, and say that the following statements is correct report for the fiscal year beginning on April 1st, 2021, ending in March 31st, 2022. Beginning balance as of April 1st, 2021, $441,412.09. Revenues, property tax, $49,847.20. Illinois replacement tax, $6,876.84. Interest income, $232.92. Other revenues, $165. Total revenues, $57,121.96. Expenditures, amortization, $139,425.15. Total expenditures, $139,425.15. Ending balance as of March 31st, 2022, $359,108.90. With that, we need a vote to approve.
Can I have a motion to approve? Robert Beltran moved. Neil Shepler seconded.
All in favor?
All in favor? Raise your pink slips. Anyone opposed? No. Okay, all ayes, all ayes, no nays. So,
Okay.
are we ready to do the state of the town address?
No.
No? Another financial one.
This is road district.
Oh, these weren't all listed. That's okay. Road district, next.
Okay, road district treasurer annual report. Is this the right one? Yes. This is general road and bridge fund. Gary Barlow. Gary Barlow, treasurer of Mchenry Township Road District, Mchenry County, Illinois, being duly sworn to pose and say that the following statements is a correct report for the fiscal year beginning in April 1st, 2021, ending in March 31st, 2022. Beginning balance, excuse me, as of April 1st, 2021, $591,608.30. Revenues, property tax, $717,670.25. Intergovernment agreements, $131,276.59. Illinois replacement tax, $70,591.95. Traffic fines, $10,408.39. Interest income, $243.85. Overall revenue, $61,011.61. Total revenues, $991,202.64. Expenditures, administration, $566,901.38. Maintenance, $642,625.85. See Schedule B. Total expenditures, $1,209,527.23. Ending balance as of March 31st, 2022, $373,283.71. Need a motion to approve?
Can I have a motion? Robert Beltran and John McCredo seconded.
All approve?
Yeah. Hold up your pink slips. Yeah. All ayes, no nays. So that is approved.
They're in here.
So now we have,
No.
I think so. No, I didn't get to the con medicine yet.
Road and District Treasury Annual Report, Permanent Hard Road Fund. To the Highway Commissioner of Mchenry Township Road District, Mchenry County, Illinois, I, Gary Barlow, Treasurer of Mchenry Township Road District, McHenry County, Illinois, being duly sworn, depose and say that The following statement is correct. The report for the fiscal year beginning on April 1st, 2021, ending on March 31st, 2022. Beginning balance as of April 1st, 2021, $733,402.98. Revenues. Property tax, $992,079.02. Intergovernment agreement, NSR roads, $1,807,188.75. Illinois replacement tax, $71,455.58. GDBG grant, North Boulevard, $50,000. North Boulevard, Lakemore, $15,000. Miscellaneous income, $2,250. Interest income, $377.90. Total revenues, $2,938,351.25. Expenditures, salaries, $501,035.93. IMRF, $26,157.62. Payroll tax expense, $41,765.99. Employment insurance, $105,035.86. HRA, $7,625.66. Road repair and construction, $2,294,766.40. Contingencies, $70,834.92. Other expenses, 30 cents. Total expenditures, $3,047,222.68. Beginning balance as of March 31st, 2022, $624,531.55. Need a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Robert Belton. Second by John McCredo. All in favor? Okay. Any nays? Nope. Okay, all ayes, no nays.
Motion carries.
Motion carries. And that's the last of the financials?
I'm not sure about that.
No?
Oh, yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh. No?
Oh, yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, there were 4. All right. The next item of business would be the state of the town address by the supervisor. And we have it in writing here from Gary Barlow. Do I need to read it?
Yes.
I can do that. Okay. Gary says, first, I would like to thank our town staff for all their hard work over the last year. I would also like to thank Jim Condon, our road commissioner, his team, along with Mary Mahady, the assessor, and her team for welcoming me into my new role. I would be remiss if I did not thank the township clerk also. I truly feel the township is beginning to look, act, and feel like a family again. Something tells me there were a few bumps in the road over the past several years, but what do I know? What I do know is everyone is working very hard to make sure all those who live, work, and depend on the township are taken care of to the best of our ability with the resources we have today. While budgets remain tight, we would not be here at all if it wasn't for the generosity of the people of the Mchenry Township community. Last but not least, I would also like to thank the Township Board for their confidence in me and allowing me to be the Township Supervisor. It is an honor and privilege I take very seriously. I look forward to doing my best to provide the services our township folks want. We have an awesome township here. Through our partnerships with Fish of Mchenry Food Pantry, Catholic Charities Meals on Wheels program, and the Senior Services Programming and Assistance Team, we are set for success. We are only destined to become better in serving our community with all these great organizations working together. Over the past year, it has been a challenge in trying to put the pieces of Mchenry Township back together again. Our budgets are tight and we are making the most of every taxpayer dollar we can. It is my goal to continue with the programs we offer today while maintaining our physical infrastructure to get Mchenry Township on the road to good fundamental financial footing. Once we achieve that, we can begin to look at and grow our programs and services we offer to the people of Mchenry Township. Again, thank you all for supporting Mchenry Township. I look forward to working with all of you along the way. Below you will find some of the highlights from fiscal year 21-22. Reinstated the senior bus service with no service interruption. Voted to allow the supervisor to apply for grants for the bus service. The township was awarded a $20,000 grant for the bus service. We restored township bus fares to a $1 donation. Provided 3,197 bus rides for people who needed assistance. That is an average of 266 rides per month. Reinstated the emergency assistance program within the general assistance program. Dropped all pending litigation in the township. I continue to work on bringing back the Blue Star Banner program. Reviewed our technology requirements while lowering our overall cost. Worked with over 110 general assistance requests. Worked with 34 emergency requests for assistance. Assisted 27 people for the Salvation Army assistance. Additionally, there was one last item I would like to include on the list, and the thank yous go to Trustee John McCredo for starting a community garden. He, along with a few key members of our community, are starting a community garden. There will be plots for rent for a nominal fee. John was able to secure approximately $9,000 worth of funding from the Mchenry Home Depot to start the garden. This funding will allow the township to start a new program with no additional cost to the taxpayers who are providing the existing area for the garden. If anyone has an interest in getting involved, they can contact Trustee McCredo, myself, or Judy Gottlieb at gottlj1@gmail.com. Judy has been very gracious in becoming the leader of the Mchenry Township Community Garden Team, and I say thank you for all your efforts. We all hope to see this endeavor grow.
Thank you, Judy.
Okay.
Now this,
So do we have to approve this or not?
No.
No, it was just right. Okay.
there's, the assessor is not here. There is her numbers if anybody wants a copy of her report. And now the road commissioner has a presentation for us. Jim Talbot.
Unless I screw it up. If it works.
Okay.
Technology. Work this afternoon. You know that's going to happen, right?
There's Jackie.
What?
Jim can talk pretty well.
I'm on.
It's something's going on.
There it is. There's something there. Yep. Just set it up there for a second.
Yep, there it is. Let me move.
I hope so. I hope so. Okay, come on, go to the full screen. How come it never does that? Always wants to do that. That's it. You're right.
There.
You are right. Thank you. So where did it go?
The
You got it?
I put it
Yeah, I'll get it.
for the pulpit.
Sorry about that. Jim Condon, Mchenry Township Highway Commissioner. I'll be brief, just a quick
You
run.
need to turn it on.
It's on.
I'm sorry?
Hold it, there, hold it.
It's on.
Closer, okay.
All right, thanks for everybody that's attending the annual meeting. I'll just run through this real quick. It's just a quick summary of what we did last year and what we have planned for this year. Again, we have about 4 areas that we concentrate on with the township. One is our summer operations, our community involvement, our emergency operations like this storm that's coming up. Sorry about that. And then our winter operations. Our staff, you can see the guy at the top is the guy that should be at the bottom. It's the people below him that really accomplish the stuff that we accomplished at the township. I had the great pleasure of having a good staff, and you can see where they all fill in. We are actually down 2 staff members right now from what we were a couple of years ago just because of budget reasons. So when you call and you need drainage projects done and things like that, realize that we've had to cut our staff because of the requirements of the previous board, the actions of previous boards. Right. So. There we go. Just a summary of what we concluded last year. These are our road projects. Reconstruction of Lookout Point subdivision, just outside of Wonder Lake. That was a non-dedicated subdivision, non-dedicated road subdivision that we got funding from the county. With the county's funding and our funding, we were able to complete that. Similarly, Wonder Woods, which is on the west side of the lake, just south of Howell Road. We were able to mill and overlay that subdivision, do some minor drainage improvements, and that is now an official township road. 3 other projects that we reconstructed the previous year, Quinn, West Bay, and MacArthur were all paved last year. Again, 3 more roads that were not dedicated. Reconstruction of Highland View Association, Clement Lodge, Hilltop Drive, Beach Drive, and Deep Spring Wood subdivisions. All of those, again, were non-dedicated roads that were upgraded through the help, with the help of the county funds and the township funds, and brought into the township. That completed our program for upgrading non-dedicated roads as part of the county's program. We still do have 6 miles or 5 miles of roads that are still non-dedicated, and most of those roads would like to have the county expand that program. I've asked several times about that and haven't really got any feedback from them, so I haven't had much luck. The last project that we did, road project that we did, was the upgrading of Ravine Avenue on Lakemore. Again, another non-dedicated road. This project actually was completed with the assistance of CDBG grants funding. We received $50,000 for the reconstruction of that road, and we're able to complete that. So that's a summary of our program last year. Moving on to this year, what do we have? Reconstruction of North Crestwood Avenue, adjacent to Lakemore. Again, that's similar to Ravine, except for a much larger project. We've been awarded a grant for $270,000 to bring that road up to the township standards, and making drainage improvements so that it can be taken over by the township. This year we are resuming our milling and overlaying, or our paving of existing township roads, with the milling and overlaying of about 4.23 miles. Most of the work is being done in Wonder Center, just north of Hancock and west of East Wonder Lake Road, and in Country Acres and Bolton Saddle subdivisions. I'm sorry? Nothing? Okay, sorry. So we have that. We have a reclamite pavement rehabilitation treatment that we'll continue to do. About 4 miles of that will be done this year. We will be paving approximately 1/4 mile of the non-dedicated subdivision in Nippersink subdivision, a stretch of a quarter of a mile of road in the Nippersink subdivision, one of the main entrance roads to try to help that subdivision. We will be striping approximately 18 miles of our roads, and through intergovernmental agreements we'll be assisting other municipalities or government agencies with a total of 132 miles of road. We'll be crack sealing mostly in our Indian Ridge subdivision several years ago. That was our first project that we did with the county for non-dedicated, and so the road at this point is to the stage where we need to crack seal it. So we'll be doing about 7 miles of crack seal through there. We'll continue to complete our small drainage projects that we do throughout the road district. So if any of you have called in, you are on the list. It's just a long list, and with the limited staff we have, it takes a while to get through the projects. And then the continued maintenance and upgrading of the 6 miles of non-dedicated roads that are still in Mchenry Township through the use of about $90,000 of MFT funds that we have available to us, and about $26,000 of road and bridge funds that we make available to those associations. Program, just a quick summary here of how our recycling program went again this last year. I think it's been pretty successful, and we plan on continuing that. You can see just the quantities, the total quantities of material that we've recycled as opposed to sending them to landfills. So we think it's a very successful program, and this slide here shows the dates that we have coming up this year. Again, and the different types of things that we do recycle. Some of those do have fees with them. You can check our website to see what items on the list there do have a minor fee associated with them. The last thing I want to touch on is our right-of-way revegetation program. We started that several years ago. The purpose of it had several good reasons to do it. One of them is a water quality issue. Another one is just habitat issue. A third one is visibility and aesthetics appeal. So we started that program several years ago. We initially discussed with the Mchenry County Conservation District the steps that we should proceed to do. Since that time, we've done some evaluation on the plots that we've reseeded, and we haven't had very much luck. As a matter of fact, they've been very poor. So as a result, this year we met with many groups, many people, and most of them were part of the group McHenry County Defenders, McHenry County Environmental Defenders, and we went through our revegetation process, the issues that we were having, and they gave us a bunch of good suggestions. The first one is separating different areas from grasses to flowering type of native plants. So we're separating those out, we're reseeding. The second thing that we had issues with was seeding on slope. We've modified our type of seeding process for seeding for new vegetation. And so hopefully we'll continue to monitor that, but hopefully we'll have a lot more success than we've had in the past. So those are the things that we've done over the past year, and then what's coming up this year. Again, thanks for the opportunity to serve the community, and thanks to the staff that you've seen up there, and the help of the board members, especially with all the difficult budget issues that we've tackled over the last couple of years. So, glad to answer any questions. Otherwise, you've heard enough of me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. New business. Sorry. New business is the approval and discussion of the ComEd agreement, discussion and possible action. ComEd wanted an easement that right along Highway 31 inside the township grounds, and then, you know, we have that legal thing written. I didn't bring my copy up here, I don't think. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Do I have to read this whole thing?
No.
No, okay. A grant of easement. Basically, it's about 5 feet, is that right?
Yes.
About 5 feet along, along Highway 31. So, and the township trustees have looked at this and they're okay with it, but they felt that it should be approved at the annual meeting. So, does anyone have any comments or discussion?
Oh, we first need a motion.
A motion. A motion to have a discussion
So moved.
by Robert Beltran, moved, and second by John McCreado. So, is there any discussion?
Can we have a statement of what its purpose is?
There's the whole sheet.
Yeah.
There's copies.
Yeah, the purpose is an easement to construct, operate, repair, maintain, modify, reconstruct, replace, supplement, relocate, and remove from time to time poles, guys, anchors, wires, cables, blah, 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 etc. And to trim or remove trees, bushes, roots, or saplings that are in this right-of-way, which is 5 feet inside the township property. Am I correct? Yes, Robert?
Does this cost the township anything?
No, this does not cost the township anything.
Is there any downside for the township to doing this?
No, I'm seeing heads shaking no.
Does it serve the community to do it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Could I have a motion to approve the grant of easement to
No, we
Commonwealth Edison
No.
Company?
No, we
No?
don't need a motion. We need a vote.
Vote for,
You can make a motion to grant it.
no, I have to have a motion first to approve it. We had a motion to discuss it. So could I have a motion to approve this grant of easement? Jim Condon moves and John McCreado seconded. Okay. All in favor? Raise your pink slips. All ayes, no nays. So the grant of easement passed, it was Jim Condon and John McCreado. All right. So that is done. Old business. Recognition of electors for comments, 3 minutes per speaker, no action taken here. And
Anybody for comment?
I was going to comment about the community garden. Unfortunately, there's nobody here, hardly, but we're going to have 20 raised beds in the old bocce ball court area, the one that's sort of next to the fish food pantry building. And we will probably also be able to have 2 higher raised beds that will be wheelchair accessible. So it's pretty exciting. Now we just have to get gardeners. I was hoping I could enlist a lot of people at this annual meeting, and I'm very disappointed. So if you know people who would like to garden in a sunny spot with other wonderful people, will you please pick up the information that's on that second table and take it to them so that they can get the information back to me. That's it. Are there any other comments? Robert Beltran?
I would just like to comment that, on Judy's behalf, that if anybody's willing to work on a work party to help get this constructed, we'd appreciate it. Judy's been doing most of the actual labor herself.
Well, right now. I mean, we will be having a part of the Home Depot the grant from the Home Depot Foundation paid for the cost of the materials, but they also have a community service project, and they're going to be sending a total of 25 people to build the beds and to help fill them and all of that. I mean, it's really amazing. So it would be wonderful to have some folks from the township there to help and to appreciate. But we don't know the date yet. It hasn't been set. So once it is, we'll try to get it on the township website. So that if you keep your eyes open, it'll be sometime in May, is my guess.
Check the website.
Not the first weekend. John.
Just to add to what Judy has told us, we also received 8 pallets of soil from Scott's at no charge.
Correct.
Harvest Farms is giving us a couple hundred plants from what I understand.
Yeah, Harvest Farm is donating plants, the sort of the basic plants that people would want to put in a plot of that size. And we've got cages, we've got supports. I mean, this is really a very good situation for someone who would like to learn how to garden. Or someone who just doesn't have sun. All right. And I want to thank John Macredo for doing all this good job of getting Scott's to donate and doing the original, contacting of Home Depot and Harvest Farm. I mean, I made the list for Dennis at Harvest Farm, but John sort of got that ball rolling. So, thank you, John.
You're welcome, whatever.
All right. That was my comment, way over 3 minutes.
Yes, slightly.
The date and time for the 2023 annual meeting on the second Tuesday in April of 2023 would be on April 11th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Can I have a motion to set that date? Jim Condon so moved, and Michelle Bindenengel seconded. All in favor? Okay, that's it. I would now entertain a motion to adjourn. Michelle is the motion, is the moving.
You need a second.
I need a second, yeah. Neil Shepard is a second. So, all in favor? All right.
At 8:08.
All ayes, no nays, and so we can adjourn.
At 8:08 p.m.
At 8:08, okay.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Meeting